Episode 2 of The Last Night at Tremore Beach begins with Alex looking at the mirror and listening to his pounding heartbeat, panic-stricken. The scene shifts to the hospital, where the doctor tells him that nothing's wrong with him. She then asks him whether his family has a history of mental illnesses, and he denies it while recalling his mother in the hospital. Later, he confides in Judy that he's had a history of sleepwalking, which is how he got the scar on his hand. The initial few scenes of the first episode show Alex sleepwalking, playing the piano, and hurting his hand. He had also not mentioned this episode to the doctor. Later, Leo and Maria visit Alex while he's playing. Alex tells them about his vision, and they all decide to have dinner together in town. Alex has a great time playing with the band. The next morning, Alex wakes up with Judy at the beach. Here, he finds out from his father that Paula, his former wife, is sending the kids to Alex for a few days. Alex is to receive them at the airport, which he does along with Judy. They spend some time at Alex's childhood home, where Alex tells his father about his visions, confiding that what his mother went through might now be haunting him as well. B begins playing a musical composition hidden in his father's childhood room titled To Estrella, and when she asks about the person Estrella, Alex's father quickly takes the sheet from her, brushing off the subject. Alex brings the kids home and is unable to focus on his composition, which he's now tinkering with, based on the piece To Estrella. Along with this, he discovers his basement flooded, so Maria takes care of the kids while Leo helps him fix the basement. Here, they find numerous creepy skeletons of cats inside cages. Everyone spends the rest of the day at Leo and Maria's, where Maria paints a portrait of Bea and Bruno. While looking for a toilet paper roll for Bruno, Alex chances upon a portrait of Maria breastfeeding a child, despite Leo and Maria being unable to conceive. He later confides this to Judy when she comes over to Alex's. Judy feels it might be a projection of Maria's desires, but Alex mentions that it had been signed by a different name, Alicia Blanchard. Later at night, Alex wakes up and goes to the lighthouse, where he gets some network, so he searches for the name signed on Maria's painting and finds an article about a couple, Alicia Blanchard and Alvaro Requena from Brazil, who'd been missing since their sailboat sank. This is when Alex notices police sirens and runs towards his house. He also notices the broken fence, indicating that he's living one of his visions. He follows the police to Leo and Maria's house, where he finds them murdered. When he gains consciousness, he's in the couple's bathroom. He barely escapes, but Leo wakes up looking for something amiss. Back at his house, Judy wakes up and asks Alex where he's been, and Alex tells her that he lied to the doctor but doesn't disclose more. He's about to leave when Judy says the exact same words she had said to him in his visions, not to leave the house at 2 a.m. The episode ends with Alex telling Judy that her mother could see the future. The show is definitely getting more and more mysterious. This episode, like the previous one, is dark and a bit heavy, especially in the second half where things start becoming more complicated. In this episode, we have these unspoken, unmentioned glimpses from Alex's past, which might not be as simple as we thought. Who is the subject of the written music that Bea finds? And if it's not schizophrenia, what does Alex really have? The power of premonition, just like his mother's? And what happened to his mother anyway? Moreover, it's not just Alex, there's something that Leo and Maria seem to be hiding as well. Honestly, something supernatural at this time of the year feels more appealing to me than just schizophrenia, so I am really looking forward to how the plot progresses. Up until now, the storytelling and the increasing mysteriousness of Alex's visions are definitely worth giving the series a try.